All right, Stranger Things. Hope you enjoyed it last night. Let's get into this. All right, before we can show you what that thing on Vecna's chest means, you got to look at these animations for sine and cosine and e to the x. You can write sine, cosine, and e to the x as these cool infinite sums. And if you're in Calculus 2 or AP Calculus BC, you'll see what I mean. So pause the video and make sure that you look at those series, those infinite sums. Now, what we know from the animations that you just saw is that I can write sine of whatever that way. So sine of theta I can write as an infinite sum, and cosine of whatever, cosine of theta, I can write that way. All right. Now in the middle here are some facts about I that you should remember, the complex number from Algebra 2. Now if you're in Calculus 2 or you're in AP Calculus BC, you'll see these summations eventually. But here's what I want to do now. You also noticed from the animation that E can be written as this infinite sum. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to replace box with this. I'm going to replace it with I theta. So everywhere I see a box, that's what I'm going to do. And now that's equal to, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write everything with i's in it and without i's in it separately. So I'm sort of going to separate this sum. And that's equal to, and in the second part, I'm going to factor out an I. Okay, now hopefully what you noticed at this point is this right here, that whole sum is actually what we have for cosine. And then the pink sum right here is actually what we have for sine. So when I rewrite this, I end up with this. Remember, here's what we started with. So I have e to the I theta is equal to cosine of theta plus I times sine of theta. And that's a pretty cool fact.